everybody, welcome to this new video on my channel. Thank you so much for watching it. Today I'm having my kind of traditional annual last year's beauty favorites for you. This video is not going to include any hair things or something like that. Also, I wanted to run you through by showing you how I apply it and just in order of how I applied, kind of. I do really love doing these videos and watching these videos in general because I think they're actually very informative and very helpful, because when you go back and think about all the products you used in a whole year, I think it's actually really helpful to see how much you actually get and how much you use of what you get. Also, before I start coughing again, I want to say I'm still sick. My throat is killing me a little bit, so if my voice sounds strange and funny, I'm sorry about that, but I just did not want to push back filming these videos even more. So I hope that's okay. Yes, where have I been? Yes, I love watching and doing these videos. Like I always say in my favorites videos, I find them really helpful to just go over everything and see and kind of analyze what my hair is doing. Analyze what you get, what you actually use, also brand wise, what direction you're heading. I just really think that it's really helpful, so I thought I do this video again this year. So let's get started. So I have everything in a little basket here, just from IKEA, for those of you who are interested. So I'm going to start with skincare. I do not want to go too much into it. It's going to be kind of a thrown together thing of some bits which I just had in mind when thinking about this category. First of all, of course, my all-time favorite. This is going to be in every favorites video for the rest of my life. The doesn Cleanse and Polish makeup removing, like, I don't know what, cream. Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser. This is the most amazing thing ever. I do kind of reduce using it a little bit during winter time because I have a very dry skin, and I always have the feeling that when I use it too much during the time of the year, my skin is the driest and most sensitive, that it is a little bit too much. But as soon as it is like February and as soon as it gets a little bit warmer and my skin kind of changes into the better half of the year, I use this every day religiously. It's the best thing ever, so worth the money it costs. Then I have one mask which was just standing out to me when thinking about it. Normally I do not have a favorite mask because I just do not use them enough, to be honest. But this one is really just like something I do love a lot. This is by the brand L.O.V, a brand which I used a lot during the year and fell in love with a lot. It's a great brand. They have amazing ingredients and everything is great. This is the Nordic Sea Glow Reveal Peeling Mask with vitamin C, wild Arctic cloudberry fruit acids and Arctic spring water, and it's amazing. I do really love how it makes my skin feel. Afterwards it really feels like plump and not dry and just very comfy. It really helps a lot. Love it. And then I just had to throw in a product which saved my skin and people's skin I know. Other people I know's skin. A lot, and it's this one. This is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. Mine is almost empty now, unfortunately, even though I use this all year, and it's probably good that it's emptying because I don't know how long this is, actually 18 months, and I love this a lot. I only really can recommend this to everybody who has dry skin. It's just the best product ever, and I am going to repurchase this as soon as it is empty because it's amazing. Very expensive but very worth it. And otherwise I do not really have favorites which I do really have to mention. Also, I wanted to narrow it down to things which are kind of new to my collection, things I tried new last year and which came to my mind, or things I just really could not live without. And the other skincare products I used, I either mentioned very often enough the years before last year, or are just products which I really like but are not something I have to tell the world how amazing it is. Okay, then primer. I only have one, which I really tried new and which just was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And it is the Ordinary High Spreadability Fluid Primer. This is so good. I love this. I have huge problems with my skin in comparison with the foundation and concealer, because whatever foundation I use, whatever applying technique I use, more or less a few hours, my skin looks like one of those very dry, like those pictures where you see the soil, like in deserts, the soil cracked up. I think I included one of those in some video. That is how my skin looks then. It does just not work with any foundation. Whatever I used, whatever I tried, then I decided to, let's try a primer. A hydrating primer should do the job. And I used this one, and this is just amazing and did the job amazingly. And I can only recommend this. You really only need the teeny tiniest little bit of it for your whole face, and it is really great. I can recommend that you leave it on a little bit before you start applying your foundation. I have this feeling when it sinks in a little bit, if it has a little bit more time sinking in to the skin, then it works even better. But this is really great. I recommend this. Love it a lot. Then talking about foundation, I have one which also changed my life when it comes to trying to make foundation look good on my skin, and it is this one. I think I mentioned this often enough during the last year. This is the Nars Sheer Glow foundation, which I wanted to get for the longest time. I actually saved up for this. I got this in light 2, which is Mont Blanc, and it's really great. I do actually have the feeling that it's maybe a teeny tiny little bit too dark when I have my non-existent winter tan, but it works quite nicely and I love this a lot. I only have good experiences with it. It's not the highest coverage, so if you really want and need a very high coverage, then I don't know if you will love this particular foundation. I use like 2 layers to build it up. It's very easy and nice to build up, but if you want quick high coverage, then this is probably not the best. I do prefer applying this more with a stippling brush, so with a like flat brush, not with a round one. I just have the feeling that it blends better. It's a very liquidy foundation, so that's also something you want to think about. So it's not easy to blend at the first time because it's easily like streaky. I never tried applying this with a sponge, but I imagine it being nice to apply with a sponge. And yes, I also never had a problem using it in combination with some other like concealer, powder, anything like that. Stays on really nicely and I love this a lot. Very happy that I got it. Best foundation. Okay, then coming to concealer, I actually do have 2. I could not decide for one. One is probably a classic, which many people will probably talk about in videos like that, and it is the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I got this the first half of the year used, I think only Fair. I repurchased it and did not remember which color I got, and I got Fair Neutral, which is amazing either. Perfect shade, so both of them work nicely. And I even think that Fair Neutral is better. It's not as bright as Fair, it's like a tad darker, so that's perfect. Just I love this a lot. This is a high coverage product. Really high coverage, covers everything. It's easy to blend, it's lovely to use, apply, everything is very nicely, and I love this. Only can recommend it. Also not cheap, but definitely worth the money. I think I use this daily, leaving out the weekends. Like Monday to Friday I use this daily, and I have like about half a year of product in there. And many days I just use this without foundation. Love this a lot, very nice. And then another one I have is from MAC, and this is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Got this in NC15, and now this is a concealer I only use when I apply it with a sponge most of the time during the week when I only wear concealer. I do not wear foundation on an everyday basis. I just do think that I do not need it. I'm lucky enough that my skin is very clear most of the time. Concealer does its job, and whenever I want a quick face, I use the Tarte concealer, and when I have a little bit more time, I use this one in combination with a like damp sponge, a dream, absolutely. Even though you need a little bit more of this product when you cover your most of the face. I use it around my eyes down here and then blend it into all the other areas. Love this, great product. Do not remember how much it costs, so I cannot say anything about if it's really worth the money because I do not remember how much I paid. Probably got it on sale either. Okay, then going on to powder, I do only have one which is really like something new to my routine besides the L'Oreal True Match, Perfect Match, something, which is like a staple since I do makeup for me, so that is why I'm not included. It's this one by Fenty Beauty. This is the Invisimatte blushing powder in Universal. I didn't use this very much, but whenever I do, I'm really happy about it and I love it a lot. And it is really nice. It does not cover anything. It's really just oh, you shine, you just throw in a little bit of this powder and it's very nice. I love using that a lot, especially during the day when you start getting a little bit shiny. I really love this to touch up and to take away the shine. Let's talk about highlighter. So one new discovery which really blew me away last year, is this highlighter by Milani. This is the Instant Glow Powder, Strobe Light Instant Glow Powder. I got this in 01 Afterglow. This is how it looks. I'm pretty sure that I wrote a review about this on my blog. It's really just amazing. It just, the teeny tiniest little bit is so lovely. What I really love about this either, which is something I love about products often, is that you can decide yourself how intense you want to apply it. So you can easily just throw on a little bit of a shimmer to highlight the areas you want to highlight but do not want to look like you're partying with your Christmas tree. But if you want to look like a Christmas tree during the New Year and really want to glow and glitter and shimmer intensely, you can do that with this either. So you can easily build it up but also just apply a little bit and it still looks great. So this is definitely worth the money. I think this is around €10, if even. It's a great affordable brand, love it a lot. And the other more high-endish highlighter I wanted to mention is this palette by Tarte. This is the Skin Twinkle Lighting Palette. I got this on sale. It's pretty much all the time on sale. Every time I go on the website from Tarte and I just go through the product and think, oh, let's look at the sale, it's in there. This is a little palette with 3 shades, and so you get Sunlight, Filtered Light and Moonlight, and all of them are very nice. I love this palette really a lot. I use this very much even though you do hardly see it, so that's great actually. It's not as buildable as the Milani one, I would say. Very nicely pigmented, but it's more like, it stays more like as a shimmer, not like a glittery thing. Amazing. Definitely get it as soon as it is on sale again. Love this. Okay, then going on to bronzer. Probably not a surprise to some of you. This one, this is the Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder, and it's just an amazing bronzer. It has a gold shimmer in it, that is why I love it, especially in summer. From all the bronzers I used this year, I just only can think of this one as part of my 2019 beauty favorites. I had to include this in here. I have this in 01 Light, so I don't know how many different shades you can get of it. I tend to use only a light hand of bronzer. I do not want to look over bronzed. I do not like the look too much. That is why I will get my bronzers always in the lightest or in the light shade, and I love this a lot. You can easily build this up either. I love using a big fluffy like powder brush to apply it because then it's also blended at the same time, and that's really great. So I recommend this. Also, I would only get it on sale because it's really expensive, but then if you can, do not think about it, just get it. Then the next product I throw in the category of contouring, even if I hardly contoured at all this year. Last year it's not necessarily a contouring product, but I just liked using it for it. It's this one by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Filmstar Bronzing Glow, also in the lighter shade, fair to medium. It's this gorgeous palette. I love it. The darker shade, which is the Sculpt shade. A lot for just contouring a little bit the cheekbones and underneath the jawbone. I do not contour anything else. Love this a lot for that. It's a quite bright shade, but that is what I actually like a lot because you can easily build this up and make it look darker. Okay, so going on from face products to brows. I actually do have one which stands out from products I tried new and loved a lot. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I got this in medium brown. I needed quite some time to get used to it. This brow pomade it's quite soft. It's very creamy, which might make it easier for some of you to use it, but I now tried another one which is a little bit drier in consistency, and it's actually a lot easier, I think, to get used to. But this one is such nice. I do get why so many people love it. It's such a hyped product. Again, quite expensive, so I got this on sale. Most of the expensive products, to be honest, I get most of those things on sale. But I really like it. I do not regret getting it. I enjoyed using it since I have it, since I got the hang of it, since I got into how to use it best. I really love it, and I'm very excited every time I have enough time to actually apply brows with this, because I do need quite some time to do my brows with anything else than a brow mascara. Okay, then eyeshadows. This was really hard because I do not have a eyeshadow routine at all. I think when I have a few lazy days, then I just throw on just like champagne shimmer eyeshadow, yeah, done, mascara, nothing more. But I do not have like a product which I stick to or a routine which I stick to at all, hardly ever. That's because I get bored very easily with that. Also, that's because why I do makeup routine videos rarely, and whenever I do it, then it's because I'm actually surprised by myself by doing a makeup look repeatedly often. So I tried to see which products I liked most in this category, and at the end it was actually quite easy, but I have definitely more palettes and products which I loved. So also it was hard to do like a look for it. So let's start with this palette. I adore this palette still. I love this very much. This was the palette I took with me whenever I was traveling. This is from the collaboration of Colourpop with Zoella, and this is the Brunch Date palette. I got the whole collection. I filmed a video about it, never published it. But this is definitely, it's such a gorgeous palette. My favorite shades out of it, I would say, is Champagne Toast and Cinnamon Sugar, Skinny Latte, I love a lot even, and Pancake Please. Love this palette a lot. The last time I checked, which is a little time ago already, you could still get it. Of course it's a limited edition, but if you can't get it as soon as possible, this is just really amazing. And also it was the first Colourpop experience. Unfortunately you cannot get Colourpop products in Germany, so you have to import them, and then it's really hard to deal with when it comes to like customs and such. That's why I'm not going to order that soon again, but I'm very impressed by the quality, especially for what you pay for. Very, very amazing. Then another palette I have here is this one, which I wanted to get from the beginning of the year, but it was always sold out. This is the Nars Ignited eyeshadow palette, and it's Nars, so you know it's not cheap, but it's also very, very amazing. So these are the colors in here. I always think on camera that the combination of colors looks really, really strange, but when you have it in hand, it actually makes sense. Like you can see, it's a well-loved palette. I love this, using this a lot. I took that palette with me also very often when we have been away from home. It's a great, great, great palette. The quality is amazing, but you would expect it from Nars, to be honest. But if you could get your hands on it, I would. You have like 3 matte neutral shades in here, and all the other ones are very, very glittery, but those are insane when it comes to insane pigmentation. Very great quality. They also stay on all night long, all day long, however long you want them to stay on. Very, very happy that I got this palette finally. And then one more eye product I wanted to mention is this little duo, which was also like so often my quick fix eyeshadow duo, and this is by Nars. Again, this is the Isolde Eye Duo. It's just so great. Look at these amazing colors. It's like a gold and more bronzy shade. The pigmentation is just so insane. It's just really, really amazing. Look at that. It's just really hardly touched. And it's really, really great. They work perfect together on its own. Just definitely worth the money. Also very easy to use with brushes, with your fingers. I often just apply them quickly with my finger and then blend them in with the brush. Just really like this a lot, especially during summer and like spring. I use this so often and hardly anything is gone because the pigmentation is so high. You do not need a lot of product. I think you have this for a very, very long time. Okay, so then I have a few bits and bobs which I wanted to throw in. First of all, the eyeshadow I wear today. I did decide to go for this in the like close-up, I show you what I do with makeup, because tonight I have another show from the opera and this is the makeup I'm wearing, so I decided to go for that. This is by the brand L.O.V and this is one of their Eye Traction Magnetic Loose eyeshadows. This is in the color Metal Fusion number 510. It's an amazing shade. This is also one of my go-to I want a quick makeup eyeshadows because it's applied so quickly, it's blended so quickly, and you have a strong eye look in no time. So that's what I love a lot. Staying with eyes, I have mascara. I have actually two again here. One which really blows me away whenever I use it is the L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic Mascara. It's insane, it's so good. Also, I have the feeling that it really does makes a difference to your eyelashes. They are longer and healthier, and it's just the best thing, honestly. And for €10, why would you even think about it? You can also get this, I think, in other colors than black and also waterproof version. It's the best thing ever. I also have already a backup of it because this is almost empty. This is why I did not use it in the close-up. But get this. When it's on sale, get 10. I don't know. It's just the best. I'm the biggest fan of this, if you didn't notice. Great mascara. And the other one I have is a little bit more high-endish. It's again a Tarte product. I love Tarte. This is the Lights Camera Lashes mascara. This is in a special packaging because I got this in one of those Christmas bundles. A 4-in-1 mascara, and this is a black one. I don't know if you can get this in different colors. Amazing. I used this today. You have probably seen it in the close-up already. It makes amazing lashes. Great look, and I just really love it. I really do hope, love, that it hasn't been out of focus all the time. Oh god. Okay, so then for eyes, the two things I have left is an eye pencil, which I have another MAC product here for. This is the Graph Black Technicolor liner. It's very great. It's very quick and easy to use. You can also nicely blend this into like a smudged look. Love this a lot. It's really great. I'm pretty sure that you can get different colors of that, but I do have just the Graph Black. Very great product. No idea price-wise, but I don't think that it's been too expensive. And the other one, which is the most blow me away eyeliner I've ever tried. It's like a liquid felt tip liner. I got a Fenty Beauty product. This is the Fly Liner Longwear Liquid Eyeliner, and it's incredible. The best thing like ever. This is the easiest to use, most easy to perfectly apply, most long-lasting eyeliner ever. Even I can do a line in one go without pulling my eye. It just glides over. It doesn't push your eyelid at all. It just is so amazing, and it really stays on as long as you want it to. It's even hard to take it off, but it's not like hurting your skin or your eyes when you take it off. It's incredible. Really, just another product when I think, why are you even thinking about getting this? This should be in your shopping list, in your basket the next time you shop at Sephora or anywhere else. The best. Just the best eyeliner I have tried all year long and so far in my life. I would actually say that. It's the best I tried so far. I definitely will repurchase that as soon as it starts to be or feeling empty. Okay, and that means only lip stuff left. It's always the hardest. I actually thought about leaving that out, but then I tried to kind of find all color groups and then a high-end and like a high street option. First of all, lip pencil or lip liners. I wanted to add the Colourpop liners in general. I think that they are all amazing, not only the Colourpop X Zoella. This is part of the Zoella collection. This was in the shade Bossy. It's the red one. A lippy pencil. This is how they're called. Great quality, especially when it comes to what you pay for. And then I have for lip pencils, I have this thing here. This is the Nars Vault. This is the, oh god, Insatiable velvet lip pencil. Velvet matte lip pencil. This is the whole like vault I got, and I made a video about that, so if you want to see every single one. The one I decided to wear today because it just looked best with the eye makeup is called Dolce Vita. It's also my most used besides Cruella and Dragon Girl. So this is the whole collection. The colors are amazing, the quality is amazing. If you want to know more, watch my video when I unboxed it and lip swatched every single one. Definitely worth every single cent I paid for it. Great, 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 great. Lipsticks. Now let's start with my definitely all-time favorite this year, which is this Chanel Rouge Allure Velvet lipstick in this shade 62. I have this so often in my favorites videos. You will probably know this. This is just, it's so great. This is on my lips probably 60% of the year. This has been the one I went for. I love this. Sorry, just stuck up for things like that. It's the most lovely looking, good feeling, comfy, and not at all like disturbing or like, oh god, my lips feel horrible. Not at all. I have a feeling that I am not good at describing. It's just such a nice formulation. It stays on very, very long. Feels all the time very, very nice. When you reapply it, it's not a problem at all. You just can go over it and just refresh it. Love it a lot. Not a second I regretted of paying the money it costs. Another one which I love, which is kind of in the direction of a more like pinky beigey nude, is this one by L'Oreal. This is a special packaging, but you can get this regularly. This is a Coloriage Matte. This is the shade 640 Erotique, and it is such a gorgeous color. It actually has been so gorgeous that I got it for my boyfriend's mom for Christmas. And it's really, really nice. It's definitely, I didn't know they are not too similar, so this is a lot more like a pinky nude than this one. These two have been my main lipsticks this year, when I did not go for red or any other special color. Love this a lot. This is definitely very affordable. It's a L'Oreal, so it's not the cheapest, but a good quality. I have not worn a red lip too much this year, I think. Even for my special occasions, I went more for nude shade. But the two reds I mostly chose are these two. Again, try to choose one from each world. This is the Rimmel Kate lipstick in 01. I think it's one I show probably all the time. It's a good dupe for MAC Russian Red. Another one which I really loved is also Charlotte Tilbury Red Carpet Red. It's a great, great, great color. Also quite similar, but for a high-end red lip, I chose this one, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. This is in the shade American Doll. Such an overwhelming color. The shade is just so special, and the hues to it is just really, really nice. So I decided to go for this one, and also then I have a liquid lipstick and I don't have any other. And then I have more like for the mauvey side of the shades, I have two. High Street is this Bourjois one. I love this a lot. It looks so pretty. I think it's also nice for most skin tones. This is a Rouge Edition 12 Hours lipstick Bourjois in the shade 30 Prune Afterwork, and it's gorgeous. And then the high-endish in this direction is this Charlotte Tilbury one, which I do not say that they are dupes for each other, it's just the same color direction. And this is Bond Girl. Such a nice lipstick. I wore this I think all December and November long. Probably all through November I wore Bond Girl, and I just really loved it a lot. Also a good lipstick for work, I think, because it's definitely visible that you wear lipstick, but it's very muted and not too into your face. It's a little bit like your lips with a better color but darker, if that makes sense. Really, really love that. If you have money for two Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks from my 2019 wear, I would go for Red Carpet Red and Bond Girl. And then last but not least, I wanted to include like a lip care product to kind of come back to the skincare I started with. And for that I have this product here. This is the Dior Lip Glow. I have this in 001, which is pink. It's the most like wearable shade. It's very gorgeous. You do not really, it gives a little bit of color payoff, but not really visible. Very, very lovely. Also gorgeous feeling to the lips. Looks pretty, works pretty. I like it a lot. I tend to use not enough like lip balms and products in that direction because I never have been a big fan of it. So when I actually have a product which I really love like this one, then it's a huge thing for me. It's maybe not the best lip balm you can get or lip glow or anything, but I tried it, I liked it, and I stayed with it. Yes, so this has been everything. I thought about including haircare products or anything like that, or like fragrances or things like that, but if you want to know anything about that, you can let me know in the comments down below, and I can do a haircare routine, something like that. Or I just include it in a blog post or something like that. Otherwise I decided to leave them out because this video is long enough, because I just talk too much. That has not changed. Yes, this has been my video for today. My 2019 beauty favorites. It's a lot if you want to include something for everything, and then if you cannot decide on one. That's why I probably did not say a lot about all the single products, but for a few of them there are reviews on my blog. For others, if you have any more questions, I will be very happy to answer them. You can let me know in any way you like. All my links are down below in the description box, so choose your preferred way to let me know your question, and then I will answer you at the same way, however you choose. And yes, otherwise let me know in the comments down below. Please let me know what you loved in the last year. I'm very, very interested in things like that, because I think that says a lot about a product if you love it a whole year long, or if it's just their one product out of the year. So leave me a comment down below telling me your favorites for any of the categories I chose, or if there's anything else. Also, I would love to know what you think about the products I chose. If you hate them, or if you're just the biggest fan either. I would love to have a little chat about that. Otherwise, I will stop talking now. I wish you all a gorgeous, gorgeous January, the best year ahead. Thank you all so much for watching this video, for leaving a comment down below, for giving this video a thumbs up, and if you would like to, for subscribing to my channel. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video, which is probably going to be a haul, so if you're interested in that, don't miss it. I don't know which one yet, but I would love to do an ASOS haul. Again, it's been quite a while since my last one. So I will see you very soon. Take care, have a wonderful time, and until then, bye!